They say you are smart by the answers you give, but you're wiser by the questions you ask. And the job of a leader is to ask the right questions. And it is those questions that lead to possibilities. It's the job of the rest of the team to figure out the answers, but the job of a leader is to ask smart questions. And you lead by questions. These are questions you need to ask. And the most important question we need to ask as leaders is, how can we stay relevant in our business? Staying relevant to the times. What do you think Saudi, which is one of the largest exporting oil company in the world, has to invest heavily on alternative energy? Because 1/3 of Saudi Arabia's oil is used for generating electricity. And 70% of the electricity consumption in Saudi Arabia is to run the air conditioners. And they have an increase in demand for electricity every year for 7%. Which means in the future, when they look at it, they have less oil to export. Understanding that scenario, or what is likely to play in the future, they started making massive investments in alternative energy source. Now, a country that is purely known for fossil fuel making such investment, that is futuristic thinking. Think about a country. Which country do you think makes the maximum investment in automation and robotics in the world right now? No, it's China. China is the factory of the world. You know, it's the manpower that fuels the economy. But China is smart enough to invest heavily on automation. Because in the future, customers ask for different things. Customers get smarter. They want things faster. They ask for different things. So they spend heavily on preparing the country for the next big wave. Now, that is more like disrupting oneself, isn't it? It's kind of what Steve Jobs called as self-cannibalizing. Taking a move against your own very good source of competence. You should think from the shoes of a customer. That is impersonal thinking. So I do this with business people sometimes. I ask them the question, if your competition has to outbeat you in the next 5 years, what are those top 5 things they should do? And sometimes when you ask such question from a competitor's perspective, you're able to come out with some ideas. And you will say, you know what, if a competition does this, they could beat us. Now all I have to do is after that is whatever you think that the competition should do is what you should be doing. So you got to really think in terms of diversity. Because if everybody is thinking the same, is anybody thinking? If everybody thinks the same. So I have a question, if everybody is agreeing with you, is there any thinking differently happening?
No. Disagreements are required.
So the most important person for you is the person who disagrees with you.
Exactly.
Not the person who knows the head, yeah, you're right. The most important person is the person who disagrees with you, if you want to think differently.